So today we are looking at the AlterOS 7. So this is a Russian Linux distribution. So I didn't make any video in the previous of this Linux distro. So it's clearly new for me. So I tried to boot it in the virtual machine, which is a VMware, but it didn't work. But I'm trying in the virtual box. I hope it works in this virtual box at least. So let's quickly boot the installation. So I'm using 8 GB of RAM and my CPU is i5-1240p, and I'm using a 64 GB of hard disk for the installation. So it kinda looks like a Fedora Linux. The boot menu or the installation was Anaconda installer. So that's the reason I guessed it should be based on Fedora. So the installation was taking a lot of time. So here is our installation. So it was taking a lot of time in the VMware, but let's hope it works in the virtual box. So first selection, you select your language. So I'm going to put a raw video as possible because I don't want to trim any of the part because it shouldn't be boring. So there will be a lot of mistakes when talking, so bear with it, or you can just let me know in the comment section. So everything is working good, and here is the installation source. So the installation source and software selection was not highlighted in the VMware, but everything is properly highlighted right now. So it was taking a lot of time in the VMware, but VirtualBox is running pretty much smoothly. So 64 GB, I already mentioned that. I'm going to keep that all these things same as possible. Software selection, workstation, let's keep it like that. Installation destination already chosen. Network and hostname. Turn it on. Ethernet. Done. Security policies, let me keep it like that. So I'm going to begin the installation. So root password, let's try to put it short as possible. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Let's click on done. And the user creation, let's try the full name. Run boxing, make sure this user administrator. Require a password to use this account. Let me put in the small password. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Here is advanced if you want. I'm going to keep it simple as possible. You need to put it in strong password and all those things. So starting package installation process, it's going to take maybe 20-25 minutes, I guess. So I'm going to wait until everything is done. So I'm going to mention how much of time it consumes in the installation. So let's see until the installation is completed. So it took almost 15 minutes to install. So I'm going to reboot the Linux distro. It's going to be like a minute or 2 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So let's wait and see all those things. So here is our AlterOS. So I installed the AlterOS in the virtual disk. So let's quickly boot it in the virtual disk. So it should take like a maybe minute or 2 minutes to load up. So let's see how much of time it consumes. So here is our mouse pointer. Maybe it should be. So I accept the license agreement. So if you want, you can read everything. I hope there is an English language here. I can't find anything here in English. So click on done. So it's connected. So let's click on finish configuration. So it is asking for the password. So I choose the United States time. Let me type in the password. So we should be logged in now, and let's see what desktop environment we get. The AlterOS 7. So here is the AlterOS. So looks like a matte or cinnamon desktop environment. We need to see all those things. So let me first change the display settings by going to preference. Let me change it to 1920 with 16:9 ratio. So there is a lag here. Cinnamon has crashed. You are currently running in a fallback mode. Do you want to restart the Cinnamon? Let's try to restart it. So I hope it's working. Keep this configuration. So we have the Cinnamon desktop environment. So let's check the system information. So here is the AlterOS final 7.5. The Cinnamon version is 3.6. It's pretty much old. The latest version of the Cinnamon should be like maybe 5.66 like that. So I don't properly remember that. Sorry for that. So Linux kernel 6.6, and this is my CPU and RAM, which I already mentioned in the beginning of the video. Close this thing. Let me open the system monitor to see how much of resources it consumes. Let's make it bigger. So there is a sound from the Linux. Added some of the click sound and maximize, minimize sounds, all those things. So these are all the process running right now. Here is the resources. So I can feel like a bit of lag, and there is like a heavy animation. So it looks like a heavy Linux distro. There is no smooth or lightweight feeling when I use this Linux distro. Even it's just 2 minutes, it's kind of a bit of heavy to me. As you can see, there is like hiccups and a lag when I'm moving the application. That's I'm trying to explain for you. So there is a bit of lag, so nothing is smooth. So let's try to make a video like that. So I'm going to keep the monitor throughout the video in the right side corner so you can see all those changes. Let me open the Firefox web browser and get it to their website. So this is not a latest Linux distro, so to try to test it, you need to test it on the virtual machine. Don't try to install any Linux distros on the main PC or work PC until you try it on your own. Don't even listen to me. So you should never listen anyone on the internet who says this good Linux distros or any good operating system. Try it on your own. There are like virtual machines. Try it on those things. Like work for 7 to 8 days. If you're satisfied, then go with these type of operating systems. I don't really know what it says in here. I think this is like a cookies or something like that. So we will go with the yellow box. So I'm going to open the about support to get some distro information. About support. Let's click. So there is a bit of delay or milliseconds of delay when using this Linux distro. So that's are the thoughts right now. I'm going to say all the final thoughts in the end of the video so you can get how this Linux distro is working. So here is some of the information. You can just pause the video and read everything on your own, or else you can change the playback speed in the YouTube settings to get all the information in a slow-mo. So these are all those things you get. So it's kind of a lot of in the Russian language. It's pretty hard. So even I choose the English United States while installation, you still get the other Russian language. So in this month I made like almost 5 to 6 Russian Linux distro. I don't know because maybe there is no content. So I found a lot of Russian Linux distros. So do let me know in the comment section, or let me know in the comment section that of new Linux distros, because I ran out of all the content. So that's the reason. If you know any Linux distros, do let me know in the comment section. So try to search those Linux distro in my channel, because I covered almost 3000 videos of every Linux distro. So if you find any unique or a new Linux distro, do let me know in the comment section. We can make a content on it, and I can explain the thoughts and my final thoughts on those type of Linux distro, my experience and all those things on that. So other viewers also may help for you. So that's the point. And really, to be honest, there is no content for me. So that's the reason I'm trying in the internet searching for the Linux distros. So let's go to the official website now. AlterOS. So that's the website. So I don't know how to change the language. I just go to google.com or the Google Translate. I'm going to show you that. Google Translate. So I'm using a VPN, so that's again one more pain we get here. So I think let's open the website. So this is the website. So let's first try to change the language. There is a lot of language barrier here. So instead of choosing some English servers in my VPN, I tried to connect to some Thailand or some server I don't really remember. So I hope it was changed to Australia or something like that. It should be helpful, but it's okay. Let's try to change the language here. So for some reason the Google Translate isn't working. Let me try it again. Let me type in Google Translate. Because of the major lag, I can't even properly use it, because as you can see, CPUs is going crazy. It's almost touching 80%. It's not pretty much stable, and memory is almost 1.9 GB. It's a bit of resource consuming Linux distro. Let me type in Google Translate. So before that, let's try to change the language to English so we can work on the websites. Let's try the Google Translate. Let me remove this. So there is a heavy lag while using this Linux distro. So that's the reason can't even properly open anything. So as you can see right in front of you, it is taking a lot of time, hiccups and all those things. So let's copy the URL. It's pretty much heavy. I don't know what is copying this. I think this will be a copy, I guess. Let me paste it here. It's not the paste. Let's try this one. Let's click on the OK. RAM went up to 2.1 GB and CPU is almost 64%. So even the website is taking a lot of time here. Let me close the one tab here. Let's even close this tab. So this is the information. In order to read everything, you need to you need to use some translation tools or like a translation website. So promotion upgrade to the best. Let's try to get down here. So I downloaded the trial version. You need to remember that thing also. AlterOS is a Russian operating system based on a Linux of the latest generation, developed by Elmi partner. So you can read everything from here, or else you can just go to the website. I showed you how to access the website. So here is some of the information. So it's pretty much hard to use this Linux distro. Even I have like a latest CPU, which is 12th gen i5 1240p. I can't even run this Linux distro. So I don't know why it's consuming that much of resources. It's almost like touching 80%. So you need to provide your username, email and phone number. So I randomly typed some random things to access the ISO file. So I don't recommend to do that type of things, but it's clearly up to you. For the testing process, I downloaded the trial version. I didn't provide any of my official email or anything like that. I choose some random emails. So not random emails, like a temporary emails I choose to download. You can't download the you can't click on the download file version on the translation page. You need to go to the actual website, which is this one. Let me show you that. So when you click on the translation page, the pop-up will not appear. I'm trying to click here, so it's not still working. Let me show you the same thing in the official website without translation. So let me click right now. and there should be a pop-up. So you need to provide your username, email, phone number, and all those things, and you should be getting an ISO file. So there will be like a wiki page or something like that. Let me show you that also. So it will open like a wiki. So and you should be seeing the ISO files here. So the ISO files were found in the wiki when I typed all those things, username, password, and all those things. So let's make it bigger. Let me go to the wiki. So it's taking a lot of time again. I hope there is a ISO file here. So there is nothing in the, so you don't get downloads here. You need to provide all those things, and the wiki page will open again. You should be seeing the ISO files there. So try to put the random username and some temporary emails to get the ISO file. I don't really recommend that, but it's not worth to download the ISO file of this Linux distro. As you can see, there is a major lag, and it's a bit of resource consuming too. I don't recommend, but if you want to try, or if you're a person who distro hop every time, so you can try it on your own. Don't try it on your main PC or work PC. Try it in the virtual disk or virtual machine like that. So that will be a good idea. So I'm going to close the browser. Let's get back to some of the applications we get from the AlterOS. So let's see what the changes from other Linux distro from this thing. So as you can see, you don't get any of the unique things from this distro. You just get the basic Cinnamon desktop environment applications. So you get just Yandex browser and Extender. So that's it, I guess. So there is nothing new or anything complicated things or something. So there is no difference between the some Cinnamon desktop environment and the AlterOS, just a few things here. So for a normal user, I don't even recommend this type of Linux distro. There should be a good name in the Russia, but for a normal user, you don't need a Linux distro which has to install compulsory. There are live boot Linux distros with a Cinnamon desktop environment. There are plenty of distributions like maybe Linux Mint and other other Linux distros which runs Cinnamon desktop environment. So you don't get anything new or anything changes other than some icons and some wallpaper. So I don't think you should try. If you're a normal user, don't even try to use this Linux distro. It's that some Linux distros which can be run on live boot and all those things. So there is a lag and all those things, so that's the reason I'm not recommending this Linux distro. So again, it took like 15 minutes to install the Linux distro. There is no live boot or anything like that. So it's almost 22. It's a 2024. You need to have a live boot because some people want to try it in the live boot. So whether if they don't have virtual machines or the PC which can't run the virtual machine, they had to install the Linux distro. So that's the reason it's pretty much not a good Linux distro in my point of view. I'm not dissing or anything saying wrong about the Linux distro, but you need to have live boot for some of the user who can't doesn't have a virtual machine, so they can run it like a live boot, and they can if they liked, they can install that Linux distros. So that's the reason. So that's my point of view. I should be wrong. So there is nothing new and anything different from other Linux distros. Almost you get all the same applications, just 2 or 3 applications that change things. So let's go to the home. Let's check the Nemo. You get all everything is old, and you don't get the latest version also from this Linux distro. This is the old Linux distro. There was no latest Linux distro version of this AlterOS, so I downloaded the available ISO file was the older version, so I didn't have any option to. So I didn't have any topic to, so that's the reason I'm making a video on this. So there is another video of some random or the unknown Linux distro covered in my channel. So I covered like 3000 videos of every type of Linux distro. So it may help some of the viewers who want to try Linux distros. In this case, it's not even worth, I guess, because you need to provide all those username, Gmail, and the phone number. So it's a bit of weird. So to download a Linux distro, you need to provide all those things. I don't even recommend these things. So about I already saw. So you can customize and do anything here. So again, if you're a normal user, don't even try to download this ISO file. It's not a worth for you. So if you're a pro user, you can do it according to your wish. I'm not going to recommend anything in this video. So you get all the basic application. I can't even make a stress. So viewers who don't know what is stress test in my channel, like I open like a 15 to 20 applications at once to see whether the Linux distro will handle those things or it will just crash or get any bugs or anything like that. So that's the meaning of a stress test in my channel. So it's kind of like a day-to-day task test whether this Linux distro will be used can be used for day-to-day task or not. So that's the point here. So you don't get any of the latest applications. So I'm going to end this video here because there is nothing new or anything new in this Linux distro other than the older Linux or the other Linux type Linux distros. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to make another video. So my final thoughts are taking a lot of resources here. So that's the reason 1.5 GB process. This process again, there is a lag and delay or hiccups, you can call it whatever you want. CPU graph. So going to end the video here. Again, thanks for watching. Peace out. So let's watch the logout of the video here. Sorry for being the short video because there is nothing new or anything here. It's a waste of time for you also. So that's the reason I'm going to end the video. You get the Cinnamon software rendering and the open box. I'm going to end the video here. So let's try the open box and end the video. One, two, three, four, five. That's the password I choose for this Linux distro. Let's see how much of time it consumes or whether it will open or we see desktop or else it's going to just freeze here. So nothing is working. So I think I need to end the video without checking here. So I'm going to end the video is however it's not even worth making a video on this type of Linux distros. Again, thanks for watching. Peace out. I'll be posting 2 videos daily, so if you want to check other video, there is already a video available in my channel. So I'm going to end it. Peace out.